So I have been warning you for a long time that China is absolutely our enemy. Joe Biden wants to look at China as a global partner. It is not. What we learned over the weekend is absolutely stunning, and most of the media is ignoring it because it is proof that Joe Biden is viewed by our enemies as a weak, feckless, inept loser. The Financial Times reported that China secretly tested a nuclear-capable, low-orbit, hypersonic missile back in August. U.S. intelligence agencies believe the weapons circled the globe before locking in on its practice target, but missing by 24 miles. Now, let me make this clear. The fact that China is this far along in hypersonic technology, missiles that travel 5 times the speed of sound, should absolutely concern us all. They are hard to detect and even harder to take down out of the sky, but even more concerning is the intelligence failure on behalf of the United States. The Financial Times is also reporting this test caught the United States by surprise. But by far the most concerning aspect of this launch is simply in its boldness. China conducted it without warning, in secret. By international standards, that is about as brazen as it gets.
Generally speaking, we've made clear our concern about the military capabilities that the PRC continues to pursue, and we have been consistent in our approach with China. We welcome stiff competition, but we do not want that competition to veer into conflict.
They just sent a rocket around the globe, and she's talking about stiff competition? We're not even competing. I won't overload you with the intricate details on how China's system works, but the missile travels at low orbit through space before it plunges to Earth on a direct path towards its target. Now, analysts quoted in the Financial Times said it would be, quote, destabilizing if China manages to develop the ability to deliver global nuclear strikes from space that virtually go undetected until the target is destroyed. Destabilizing is an understatement. The United States would no longer be the dominant beast on the world stage if China reaches this point.
What I can tell you is that we watch closely China's development of armament and advanced capabilities and systems that will only increase tensions in the region.
Look, watch closely. They didn't even know it was happening. They were blind to it, okay? The point here is closely watching. They're not watching anything and aren't really doing any watching. In fact, I'm not even convinced the CIA has the assets they once had in China. As for our Army, it is working on hypersonic missile technology. We're told it won't be ready until August of 2023, and those will only travel 2,000 miles. China sent one all the way around the globe. So instead of ramping up what I actually believe needs to become another arms race with China, because we cannot let them beat us, this time with China, right? Not Russia, but with China, Joe Biden's Pentagon told reporters last week that the cost of the hypersonic weapons is just too expensive. Well, we need to make it more affordable, Joe Biden said. We know there is just no money after all the social issues and programs Biden wants to fund, right, to build this hypersonic technology. Well, the programs aren't going to mean anything if we're all blown to smithereens. It is the kind of short-sighted thinking that will allow China to dominate us and sadly ultimately kill us if that's what they want to do. Again, letting China take the lead on this is about as bad a foreign policy and national defense decision you can make as president, which is why former Defense Secretary Robert Gates said this about Joe Biden on 60 Minutes last night when Anderson Cooper quoted Gates on Biden.
I think he's been wrong on nearly every major foreign policy and national security issue over the past 4 decades.
I think he's gotten a lot wrong.
You're talking all through the years as vice president.
He opposed every one of Ronald Reagan's military programs to contest the Soviet Union.
Now, remember, Gates served under Obama. Joe Biden was vice president. He got everything wrong. Now, that comment explains why he seems, Joe, that is, to be against the all-important military programs now aimed at contesting China. Joe Biden openly talks about being friends with China, trusting them even. Maybe it's because he's bought and paid for by China. No real meaningful investigation has ruled that out. So while Joe Biden gives China a pass to military superiority over us, China simply taunts us. They're laughing in our faces. China's state-run newspaper, the Global Times, warned it is, quote, inevitable that China will take an upper hand over the U.S. military strength. On the path we are on, of course it will. It is unimaginable that our own intelligence didn't even have an inkling that China tested this missile. It also happened that China was testing us. We failed. And now China is even more emboldened for it.
Grant Stinchfield is on Newsmax every night, fighting for the America First agenda.